Hello students, this is Geethanjali. In the last class, we learned about viroids and prions, and in this video, we'll be learning about lichens. So, lichens is a fungal association, and this is not placed in the five kingdom classification of R.H. Whitaker because this lichen is association between two organisms. Okay, it is a symbiotic association, and it is a famous example of mutualism. So, mutualism is a population interaction, is an interaction among population in which two organisms are associated in such a way that both the organisms are benefited. Okay, so in this association in lichens, we see fungi and algae being associated with each other, and these lichens are found in exposed surfaces of wood, rocks, and tree trunk. Okay, so you can see here a picture of lichen. So the lichen basically contains two components. Okay, one is phycobiont, the other one is mycobiont. Mycobiont constitutes of 90% of the lichen, whereas phycobiont constitutes only 10%. The phycobiont is nothing but the algal component of the lichen. It can be either the algae from the plant kingdom or even cyanobacteria. And the fungal component is usually ascomycetes, and it comprises most of the part of the lichen. And phycobiont is autotrophic in nature, as we know that algae are capable of performing photosynthesis and thus they make food and they provide it to the mycobiont. Whereas the fungal component, that is the mycobiont, is heterotrophic in nature, right? It derives the food from the algae. In turn, it provides shelter and also helps in mineral and water absorption. So this provides, phycobiont provides food, whereas mycobiont provides shelter and mineral and water. Next, this lichen play two major roles. Okay, what are those? First is that it acts as a pioneer species in plant succession. So what is pioneer species? So whenever there is a place where there is completely no life, the first species to come and occupy that particular place is called pioneer species. So pioneer species in plant succession. So basically in plant species, this is the first one to occupy the land with no life. Next is that it is a pollution indicator. So lichen does not grow in places where there is pollution. Okay, so especially when there is SO2, this components in that are involved in pollution do not allow the lichens to grow. So they do not grow, and wherever you find no lichens, there is definitely pollution there. Or whenever pollution starts occurring in a particular place, the lichen usually disappear. Now, there's another fungal association which is symbiotic in nature, that is mycorrhiza. Okay, this mycorrhiza, as I told you, is a fungal association with roots of higher plants. And these roots of higher plants basically means roots of gymnosperms and angiosperms. So this was about the symbiotic associations of fungi.